Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Finesse. This is gonna be my first YouTube video here. Pretty exciting, man. I've been meaning to get a YouTube video going for you guys for quite some time. I've been streaming on Twitch for 4 years now, pretty inconsistently, but it's super sick to have a YouTube video coming your way, so I hope you enjoy. If there's some technical difficulties, work with me here, but at least I'm giving it an effort here. So, Object 452K is going to be our star of the day today. This battle was played by me. It is my best performance I've had so far. So it's pretty fitting for it to be my first YouTube video. I figured what better time to start than now, right? So here we are. We're going to be playing on Berlin here. Typically, this is a map blocked by many. I actually like this tank, however, especially when I'm playing a heavy tank. I'll make sure not to ban this map. It can fit really any heavy tank for you. So I was 3-marking this tank. It was quite the experience for me. We had a lot of good time on stream there trying to get that 3-mark. So I'm gonna throw a clip in there of some of the struggles I was going through, and I hope you enjoy it. It was not an enjoyable moment for me, but here it is. So I hope that was a pretty good glimpse at what I was going through for quite some time. So this was a diamond in the rough battle here. So here we are playing versus tier 8 tanks. It's pretty nice, as the 452K was giving me problems. Once I saw this matchmaking, I knew we had some serious potential here. But yeah, this wasn't a nail biter, not to give any spoilers, but more of a slow, calm morning game on the NA server. I was really lucky that this game even lasted as long as it did. As you know, especially if you play NA or watch any other content creators, this 15-0 blasphemy is really affecting the gaming experience. It's really not enjoyable. It's hard to even hold 4.5K, 5K DPGs. I'm not the best player by any means. I know there's many out there that can do that, but I'm usually around the 4K area for me. So I do have these sessions where, I lock in and get the 3-mark going, but I'm not one of these guys like OP or Daki or Kaizu. So these high damage games are still, super special to me. So you'll see, being really patient with my shots here. This gun is extremely unforgiving. So I was really being patient here, right here, going for a hole shot. Luckily, I get lucky enough to snap it into his cupola there. I'm really going to spend quite some time on this corner here, using my armor as effectively as possible. So, unfortunate shot right there. Really, I think what he was trying to do was bait me with his mantelet, keeping it angled, as you can pen that face on. But he has no idea. He really just took a shot for his teammate there. So a lot easier pen right there on a tier 8 tank. Really just kind of bullying here. Luckily, I didn't really have too many run-ins with the cupola. Wasn't giving me too many problems. It's super low profile. You can't really see it if you're using any of your gun depression. And honestly, the 3D style kind of covers it a little bit. So maybe people running at lower graphics, it'll give you a little bit of an advantage. So I will say, I think this was my biggest misplay of this replay here. I was not expecting the AE phase to poke so high. So, and really I didn't even know that the 60 TP was on the corner there. I thought he was on the farther corner with the T57 heavy there. So, but yeah, luckily 60 TP bounces, not too much punishment there. And we're really just whittling them down nice and slow here. Again, I got really lucky to have such a slow game in a place where NA servers are having 15-0s left and right. And it really helps when you're trying to 3-mark a tank. So I'm looking over at this UDES. Obviously, you want to be super aware of your map. I had no faith that my team was going to be able to handle him. So I wanted to just ensure if I'm side scraping on this corner here, I'm not going to get a clip in the side and lose the HP that I'm going to need to get the damage that I'm looking for here. Luckily, I see the topography is too low. He can't get his gun over. And I hear a lot of action happening comparative to what's been transpiring in this game so far. So I know this is my time to make a move. I hesitate here and understand, regardless of that guy, I need to make a move. I think about going for that AMX one-shot as he's been on my corner most of the game. But I know if I were to overexpose for that AMX, there was a possibility of the CCTV turning for me. So I knew the better choice was to kill the AE phase now and look for the AMX later. Pretty crazy thing right there with the reticle. Obviously, it was the stun that messed with it there for a second, but we do have this TNH here with us, quite the teammate, as you will see here. But really, terrible shot right there. No excuse coming from my end. You know, we all make mistakes. That was a terrible shot, and I wish I hadn't missed. We have our friend here coming back with us. So I know this is the time to get the CCTV. What you want to do when you have a tank like a T-57 Heavy in front of you is count his shells, make sure he's clipping so you know you won't get punished to make moves. I was counting them there. I knew that he was reloading. As you can see, he is already firing away. That tank has a 22-second reload, give or take. So I know he now is 100% clipping, and that is why the TNH moved up. But I know it would be more beneficial for me to get a free shot on the BZ instead and not even risk that T-57 Heavy having his 4th shell still. So we get some farm off on the BZ. T-57 Heavy is not looking as confident as he once was. And so I'm feeling pretty good here. 1400 HP, 7k damage already with 9k left to farm. But I am aware of my team's position being down 4k HP and 2 tanks. So really what I'm trying to do here is get an angle on the T-57 Heavy without having to worry about that VK. But as you can see here again, super patient with my shell there. This gun is super unforgiving, and it will make you pay if you do not fully aim your shots. So super lucky bounce there with the BZ, and we get a shot right in through his track right there. So heat round through the tracks, it worked out for us. And really what I'm trying to do now is eliminate angles, so I'm only having my armor facing one direction. It makes it much more simple to attack your enemies with only your front. So right here I'm angling it towards the most dangerous tank, which is going to be that T-57 Heavy, as if he catches me off guard, he can fully clip the rest of my HP, averaging 1600 with only having 1400 HP. So heat track gets absorbed by my track, and easy heat pen right there. Now I was aware that this TS5 was capping, although as long as we had Artie, it wasn't my immediate concern. So really what I want to do is extend vision into the mid, see where this 4K is at, and luckily for me, it doesn't get much better than that. It's a damaged pinata sitting right there in the middle of the map for me. So I'm able to see here. I feel confident that he's not going to pin me, and he completely missed. I do know that BZ, there's a possibility of him coming up, but I make sure my proximity circle will see if he's coming. And this shot right here is just a reflection of what can happen with 25% RNG. So super unfortunate, but the game goes on. That extra shell could have given me a better outcome than we do get, but this char caught me completely off guard. I'm going to keep my angle face towards the FV and not stress about it if he's not going to make a play on me. Luckily, the 4K just destroys our gun. We take the shell here with all that HP we saved earlier, and luckily our TNH friend from earlier comes and help us out, and the BZ once again does not aim his shot very well and bounces off our rear end there. So as much as I wanted to save my shell for a larger damage target, I knew that it was imperative to get rid of this 40 HP BZ regardless of the outcome I wanted. So I was super confident that we had this game in the bag. We're up on HP, even on tanks, and they had 2 Artie. So I was gonna save my shell, but you know, I'm here for the greater good, just to win the battle. So I paused here for a second. 12k damage was a moment for me. I was super excited about it. I'm not like Daki or Kaizu. 10K games are still a big deal for me, so this was, a great moment. I was having a great time, shaking a little bit. So yeah, man, this is a diamond in the rough. This I did end up 3 marking this tank in the same day on the same map. So Berlin now has a special place in my heart that it didn't have once before. And I was kind of on cloud 9 at this point, so no, I did not realize my gun was damaged. And instead, I sit here and I just wait. All right, little technical difficulty there, but yeah, I waited for the damaged gun to aim all the way in on the arty, and I start making my play towards this guy. Obviously, no shells. Our best damage to get here is some ram damage, just to really min-max. And luckily, he misses. And we're going to go ahead and get some damage on this ram here. Our TNH friend coming right back. So, we do get a double ram and end our game with 12,881 damage, or 13k-ish, in my opinion. So, great game here. I really have nothing else to say there. I know we all have those moments where, man, I wouldn't have hit that. He would have penned me. I would have bounced that shot, etc. But I can say now that I have had one of these games that it is not that simple. Things do need to go your way, and it's not just skill. So you might have your moment coming up and you don't even know it. Here is my post-game stats. So, like I said, 12.8k damage, pretty solid, 13k-ish, ace tanker, high caliber, of course. And really what this takes is a team that is somewhat incompetent. They don't really do too much damage themselves, but they are, able to use their HP and armor efficiently to help you get the farm that you're looking for. And it also takes an enemy team that isn't too strong, but they're able to hold their positions and wait for you to come farm them. So the stars aligned here for me, and the dominoes fell right where they needed to, and I was able to get the best game of World of Tanks I ever had. So here with the ammo, 30 shots, all of them were fired. I was able to hit 27, pen 25. Honestly, hitting the 27 with this gun within and of itself was, a win for me. So I can't complain too much about the 25 pens. I just wish I had one so I could see the 13 in the front, but no worries. What kept us in the game so long here was a 5,500 damage blocked by our armor. So using that efficiently was what it kept us in the game. So we also lost 52,000. If that's not the definition of 3-marking a tank, I don't know what else would be. So quick 10-minute game. 10 minutes at this point is, a marathon of a game in World of Tanks. I really hope we can get games like this to become more regular, but yeah, guys, this is my first YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed it. These are my favorite things to review or watch on YouTube myself, are replay reviews. So I'd love to do some of your guys's. I think it's the best thing to do while you're eating or before you get on the game. You want to, indulge in some entertainment. So I'd love to do that for you guys. I think the World of Tanks YouTube space always has room for growth, and I figured why not try and jump in it myself. So I do stream on Twitch. It's kind of my normal thing to do. I stream roughly 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern time. More of a nighttime guy there after work. Come home, play the game with the boys. But yeah, I would love if you guys hopped in there, give a follow. If you like this video, give a sub. I want to see what kind of traction we can get, see what other videos I can make for you guys. And if you feel inclined, comment below how much your maximum damage is. I know we got different skill levels here, so I'm curious to see where everyone's at. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. I can't wait to see you again.